You've had 4 surgeries, right? But specifically, I want to talk to you about gynecomastia. And this is something that everyone walks into my clinic who are on the heavier side, men who are obese, but you have never been obese. So talk to us about this condition in terms of what it is, how does it happen, who gets affected, and what are the solutions to it?
Okay, gynecomastia. I'm going to take a little prelude before this. Women have testosterone, men have estrogen. Men have breast tissue like women, but it's small and rudimentary. In teenage sometimes, or because of the foods that we eat, that breast tissue gets activated. For me, the first activation I remember was at 13 years old when I went to the gym for the first time when I was doing judo, and my coach said, you have to get stronger. So there was a gym like a small ghetto gym inside the judo place. When I was working out with that over there, my buddy said, your chest looks a little funny. Your muscles are developing weirdly. So it looked like this. And I didn't pay much attention. It went away when I became 16, 17. Like for normally people, it goes away by itself. Then I started working out. It wasn't there. Then I started working out harder. It wasn't there. Then I got introduced to this gym which had steroids.
Okay.
And when everybody is doing it, it's normal. So you kind of jump in. अगर आपके ग्रुप में सब सिगरेट पी रहे हैं और आप नहीं पी रहे हो, then you feel kind of like, oh, these are my childhood friends. They're smoking a cigarette. I should be smoking a cigarette. So when everybody was doing steroids, my coach said at that time, I had a different coach. He said, do steroids. It will lead you to the next level. And which is the truth. If you want to go to the next level, you'll have to do steroids. Starting in 2006 and 2007, and 2008, I did 3 cycles, maybe 4, but I never completed any cycle because every time I took steroids, I was getting depressed. I was getting sad. So basically,
as in, it was just affecting your
mental
health.
Yes.
But you were growing muscles.
But this was going down. Every time I was on a balcony, I wanted to jump off the balcony.
You're a medical expert. What could be the reasons? Is it the hormonal imbalances?
Definitely. I'll tell you this. अगर एक आदमी को गुस्सा आता है, आप उसको स्टेरॉइड देंगे, उसको और एग्रेशन आएगा. अगर एक आदमी सैड है, like I was, because I didn't get much attention from the girls, because I think being dark-skinned in the 80s is not cool, especially in North India. So then I was always thinking, maybe there's something wrong with me, like nobody likes me. That being the childhood thing that I grew up with, then now when you take steroids, that magnifies even more. Now, my sadness became depression while taking steroids, so I had to leave steroids. My good friend, he said, this might be a thing that's happening to you, so you shouldn't be doing this. What I found, even with supplements, the same thing, that if I take less, I do better. The more I try to change my chemistry, the harder I try, the more my body backfires.
So are you saying as a bodybuilding competitor and winner of titles that every person that's looking for the show muscle, so the bodybuilding muscle, they need to proceed with caution both in supplements and steroids?
Correct.
Steroids under the guided advice of a doctor, probably.
Correct.
And supplements, more is not better.
Never. Homeostasis. आपका body temperature 39 degrees हो गया, the body will try to bring it back to 37.5, 38. आपका 36 हो गया, the body will try to bring it up to 37.5, 38. Similarly, you change anything in your body chemistry, the body is going to try to fight back unless that's helping the body in some ways, like vitamin D3 is helping the body, vitamin C is helping the body. Some supplements don't help the body, they just augment what you have, and the body says, I don't like this. Less is okay, more is not. But anyways, going back to gynecomastia, जब steroid लिया मैंने, उसके बाद I didn't have anything. Then I went to Mumbai to learn filmmaking. During that time, my food was like I would eat oatmeal and milk for days because I didn't have enough money. That's when I contacted you, said, would you want to buy me a computer? And you bought me a computer. So thank you. You changed my life.
I've completely forgotten about that.
No, and that's the time when I didn't have enough money to buy food. I was fired from a job. It was during the recession in 2009 or 8.
2008, yeah.
I was fired and I was by myself for 2-3 months and all I was eating was that. तो मुझे ये लगता है during that time जो गाय भैंस का दूध भी है उसमें भी कुछ तरह का वो डालते हैं because they inject the prolactin or whatever they inject into the.
And that affects the male?
It does affect the male. So every single time I got my test done, my prolactin was high. My doctor said it could be because of the food that you're eating. It could be because of the stress. I did not have a stress at that time.
But you weren't taking steroids at that time?
No. So I left steroids in 2008. I moved to Mumbai. In 2010, I started seeing some growth on my right side. I was like, wow, this is weird. And every time I touched, imagine a bunch of pins being pushed into your skin. So I was like, oh, this hurts. So I went to a doctor, Dr. Kapoor, amazing guy. He said, you know what we'll do? We'll put you under local anesthesia. He's pulled my skin. He said, look, everything is numb. We'll cut you open, a little eye hole. He pulled the whole thing out. He said there was like a cup inside this.
Huh.
He said, you have a bigger body, it doesn't show. It was flatter, it doesn't show, but it was like the size of an A cup. That went. I got married in 2012. And then somehow, when my left side started growing, it was weird. And again, same thing. I press on it, it would feel pain. And Dr. Kapoor did tell me, we take one out, the other one might start growing if the hormones are still wrong. In 2013, I went to the doctor. I said, can you take it out? I couldn't find Dr. Kapoor because he was traveling. I went to this idiot, and he was, because he did not take it out. He thought it was only for cosmetic purposes. He reshaped the whole thing. And he said, we'll keep it inside, it'll look okay. And I woke up from the surgery, I'm like, why do I still feel it? And he came in for the rounds and he said, oh, we just reshaped it. I'm like, why did you reshape it? I said, take it out. Like, that was my request. Anyways, that went in 2016. I met this another doctor.
So you had to do another surgery because
it was still hurting. So I had my kid in 2014. Whenever she would play with me, she would go on my chest. I would go, ah, and she would like crying, or my wife would be like, what's happening? I'm like, oh, this is hurting. She said, definitely get it checked. We got it checked. I go to this doctor, Canadian doctor. He tries to sell me Vaser. That was a new technique back then. He wants to charge me $7,000 to take it out. I said, but Dr. Kapoor took it out like with a little scalpel and a little eye hole. He said, oh, we'll try. He opens it, and I refuse Vaser because I don't have $7,000. He takes out a piece of it and say, oh, this is the only thing I could do. I was like, okay, that's fine. Move on. Still hurting. Another kid on the way. 2020, COVID hits. Before COVID hits, I meet this doctor and I tell him, my kid is on the way. I can't afford to have this. Can you please help me? He said, I'll definitely help you. This is the thing I deal with. This guy, Dr. Ken, one of the best persons I've met. Like Dr. Kapoor, Dr. Ken. I think the K letter is lucky in my life. He put an eye hole on this side. He put a camera on the other side. He pulled out a tissue as big as my hand and thick like this, sitting right here across the chest.
He was just able to pull it out.
He was able to pull the whole thing out. And imagine the precision the guy had in his hand from this big a hole.
Okay.
And then on this side, he said, you regrew. So he took out a size of a tissue this big. So now I don't have anything, but it took me 4 surgeries to get through this.
Thank you for watching this far. It's been an amazing episode and I'm so grateful to have you till the end. If you like this video, please share this video with your loved ones. Better still, gift me a subscribe, a like, or even a comment and we'll come back to you.